reviewing serial killers the real Rant reviewer way. The Doodler, yeah, the Doodler, also known as the Black Doodler, here's an unidentified serial killer. So he's responsible up to 16 murders and 3 assaults of men in San Francisco, California, between January 1974 and September 1975. This stood out to me because this is an unidentified serial killer. And this person here would draw sketches of his victims before he attacked them by stabbing. Going to have some encounters with them on the physical side, and he does the slayings by stabbing. He usually meets the perpetrator. Would meet his victims usually at bars and restaurants. And it goes. They have some sketches here, as you can see, of the Doodler, of what people, I guess, doodle him, and the people that survived. A couple of people here did not survive, but Gerald Kavanaugh, Joseph J. Stevens, Claus Christianman, Warren Andrews, Frederick Kaplan, and Harold Goldberg here. So yeah, wow. So he must have really chumped up to these people, it looks like. They did have a suspect or suspects or what have you, but nobody was, no evidence to really identify the killer, right? Depending on someone conclusively. They do have a reward, $100,000 reward leading to the arrest of the killer, released in the revised sketches, which you can see here, revised in 2018, I believe. DNA technology is trying to be, re-examined in the case, maybe traced by roots or what have you, by DNA genealogy. And I'll tell you what, the guy was motivated for it was definitely hate crime related. I think that's what they're pointing to here, for homosexuals. This guy had it out, but he did the sketch thing to try to maybe lure them, right, get them in a state of comfort to attack them and kill them. So this man here, they have to, like you say, you're looking at the sketch. There's not much to go on here, but I just thought it was very interesting to rant review the Doodler. He would doodle you and, man, then kill you. So strange. And then he just disappears off the map, right? Stops the murders, or the sketch murders stopped. Doodler. So there's the Doodler for you guys. Just wanted to cover him. It's a serial killer rant review. I didn't know much about this. Not much given on this, as you can see, because I just don't understand it, though, why they can't find much on it. This guy doodles before murdering. He chumps up to them at bars. I mean, it is the 70s. There's probably not much surveillance with cameras or CCTV, but there is witnesses, I'm sure. You got to gather up some better information here. One of those people at the bar that actually acts as a witness might be the Doodler himself. He has to be known in the area or frequents the area where these murders occurred. Anyways, more details weren't released, of course, but let's move on to the next rant review of a serial killer. And this is a well-known one, of course. David Berkowitz, also known as the Son of Sam, and the 44 caliber killer. He struck New York City in fear in this 1976 here. My take on Mr. Berkowitz here has always been, he reminds me of a fucked up Jonah Hill in Superbad, looking for that publicity, for that love, for that stud. He's looking for his moment in the sun. The sun shines on a dog's ass once in every day, once in a while, right? So he claims his dog was telling him to do this shit or whatever. I don't know, man. Fuck him, dude. He got his moment in the sun, of course, Son of Sam, but he did it by striking, shooting people randomly that sat in cars, couples that sat in cars, people that sat in cars, and just walked up to them and shot them with a 44 caliber gun, unloaded on them. And some survived, some died. This guy's kill count, if you want to call it that, he's a fucking scumbag to me, because he just did it for the fame. And you can see his smile in these pictures here, his little fucking smirk in his bright eyes, his all wide, dilated fucking pupils here from his hysteria of a sensation, adrenaline rush of the fucking fame he claimed. He was writing letters to police, as you can see here, taunting them, taking responsibility for the murders, talking stupid shit. And that's the way it was. That's the way I see it. I saw a lot of other shit, documentary. Who hasn't on this man, Son of Sam? And he recently comes out. Well, now you know what? How many fucking years he's been in jail, but come out, talk about whatever he wants to talk about. I don't really want to hear it. It's all bullshit to me. And the letters. This guy was playing games and jokes, and that's it. And he wanted the fame, and he did it at the expense of innocent people, which is bullshit. So, fuck that, man. I'm glad they caught him. They were right onto him. He fucked up, I think, with a parking ticket or something, and the parking ticket happened to be right around the murder or some shit or something was linked to him through the parking ticket, and the ballistics and all that shit probably got him with the gun as well. I think the gun was in the car or something. They matched ballistics. They got him. It was the luck of a draw, I think, because when you're randomly doing things like that, I don't know how much that they. Yeah, so they got lucky, I think. I think the police got lucky in the Son of Sam case. David Berkowitz, though, he wouldn't have went on for much longer. This man, claiming a lot of shit. So, claiming a lot of shit. He says it was a hoax, all his stories about the dog and all that shit, talking to him, and demons and satanic rituals and cults. It's all bullshit. Look at this man's apartment. You don't see anything fucking satanic in there. Bought a Beatles record. I mean, fucking ask someone else about that, but Mr. Berkowitz here probably read a lot of shit and tried to dabble in some shit, but that's something that's weak. He was a weak individual, and that's just what he had to resort to, isn't it? So, Son of Sam, the movies are shit about him, I'll tell you that. Every fucking movie. Watch some documentaries on him. I won't even watch an interview where he talks, because everything he says is shit. It's crap. You can't believe it or buy it. So he's one of those people. You just can't believe what he's saying. But look at him, you can really tell he really was fucking eating this shit up. What I really want to say is I'm going to end this rant review on these two serial killers here. Thanks for joining me for it. It's quick but vicious. But I'm telling you, I think, Mr. Son of Sam, David Berkowitz here, I think once he was doing the killings, right, and writing the newspapers, and the adrenaline and the power trip that he felt was really overwhelmed him, and his ego too. And I think that's when he got caught and arrested at first. He saw the cameras and the lights and the action. He was like, okay, this is exactly what I want. This is how it's going to be forever. But no, it wasn't, was it, Mr. Son of Sam? They locked him up and threw away the fucking key as fast as hell. So he was done. And you didn't hear shit from him until maybe an interview here and there, but nobody wants to hear shit from Mr. David Berkowitz, born Richard David Falco, but he's still doing his thing with his 6 life sentences, right? So he's pushing on, while the poor victims and the families that he took fucking life from, they're pushing on as well. So fuck you, David Berkowitz, Mr. Son of Sam, your dog. You should feed your dog more often. And that's it. So thank you for joining me for this freestyle rant review of 2 serial killers. Shit, I gotta stop doing these, man. I have nightmares.